Poor Deja, you made it. Yay. Okay. So, first things first, I'll wait just a minute. It's like 6:05. I was a couple minutes late. So let's take a picture. Take a picture. And then we'll get started. So, where'd you go, Casey? Okay, ready? Everybody smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so first things first, I want to, before we get into our call, we have a new member on with us tonight, new coach. So I want her to introduce, Deja, I want you to introduce yourself, just give your name, kind of where you're from, and whatever else you want to tell us about yourself, and then that's it.
Okay, hey guys, my name's Deja. I am a mom of twins. You might hear them in the background. They're finishing dinner. I'm a nurse and I live in Vancouver.
Yep, there they are.
That's about it.
I've watched her twin. It's so funny because I've watched her twins grow, like from babies to like toddlers now. I mean, it's super fun that we've been following each other. I mean, I don't know if she's been following me for as long as I've been following her, but like we've been watching each other. We live in the same town, forever. And she finally joined us. I knew it was going to happen. Just, she had to be ready. Just like it's one of those perfect examples of, and I also heard it on the National Wake Up Call this morning, that sometimes people will watch you for years and years before they ever say yes, or before they ever reach out, or before they ever feel confident. And so it is our job to continually show up for everyone so that they see us being consistent. They see us show up for ourselves, but then those people see us being consistent. And because that consistency is going to give them the courage to reach out, because they know we are not going to go by the wayside and leave them be. So I just that's kind of a new thing we're going to do since our team is growing so rapidly, which is so exciting. So as we do team calls and we have new coaches on, I just want to ask them to introduce themselves. I'm not going to have everybody go around and do our names because that would take forever. But we're all pretty awesome. So most of us anyway. So tonight I wanted to, and Rebecca, we're gonna have to take another picture because you were in the first one. Today I wanted to talk about Super Saturday announcements. There's a few different things I want to go over today, but it's more of like an information session. It's not a training. I'm not going to do a BOD group training because there's a beautiful one that they've created. It's 30 minutes. It's super quick. It's like, I was like, oh, I have to stay here for 30 minutes. It went so fast because it was all brand new information to me. I was so fired up about it. And so I'm going to share with you the nuts and bolts of BOD groups and how I think we can utilize it for our businesses. But then I want you, how many have done the BOD groups training already? And you're not in trouble if you haven't. Okay. So I highly encourage you, and it's a recording, so you can watch it anytime. So Super Saturday announcements, BOD groups. I'm going to talk about new coach pods that we are going to start this month, and this is pertinent for everyone, because as you're bringing in new coaches to your team, whether you're a brand new coach or as you're bringing new coaches, this is going to be utilized for all of us, so it's pertinent to every single person. And then we're going to discuss really talking about the coaching opportunity before the challenge group, and really leading with that right now and why it's so important. And then just some nuts and bolts at the end. And then if you guys have questions, of course, you can always ask. So if you weren't able to attend or get in on Saturday, I was actually shocked that I got in to the live video stream when I was one of the 10,000. And so was Rebecca. I think we were the only two that got in live, I think. We should have gone and bought a lottery ticket or something. But there was tons of products that are being launched, and I am super excited about all of them. Sometimes I'm like, it doesn't sound so cool or whatever, I could do without that. I am so stoked about all of them. And so I'm going to share my screen just to make sure I don't forget any, and they're all in our team page. All the different announcements, but let's do this. I'll go to photos so then I can see. So look at all these new coaches. Okay, so this one, I told you I'm excited for all of them. So I don't know how to say which one I'm most excited about. So there's a new energized flavor coming out, mixed berry. I am a huge lemon freak, but for some reason lemon I'm getting tired of. So, and I'm not a huge fruit punch fan. I'll have it, but so I'm super excited to see what mixed berry is all about. And I like to mix. I do like to mix the fruit punch and lemon. So I'm kind of curious to see what that will be. We want, anytime there's new products, even before we try them, none of us have tried it. We don't know what it tastes like. I'm going to be ordering it the first day that goes live. I'll probably order a 10 pack if they have the 10 pack, or a 32 pack sticks, so I can give samples as well as try it for myself. I won't probably change my flavor order until, you know, I know that I really like it, like my HD one. But this is a way to get samples out to your customers and people that maybe are like me and don't want to buy a whole thing until they know if they're going to like it. You can send people, it's kind of like, you can use it as an incentive for somebody buying, purchasing with you or joining you. Hey, I'm going to send you some samples of the brand new, energized flavor or whatever. But we want to be hyped about the new products. Doesn't mean you have to use everyone, but we all want to make sure that we know about them and we know what they're all about, how they access them, just like anything that we bring out new. Okay. Oh wait, did it say on there? It said May 18th, 40 serving tubs and 32 serving stick packs. Okay, so there won't be the 10 pack yet. Chat. I've heard that it tastes like Skittles from tons of coaches that were able to try. Yes, and so you are going to hear about. So if coaches that were at leadership and different things, they got to try, those are like the elite coaches and stuff that are at their annual leadership retreat. They always get to try the new products before their launch. So you will hear people that have tried it say it tastes amazing. Some people might not, whatever, which is awesome. Skittles, I love Skittles, but it might be too much. I don't know. We'll see. But regardless, I'm excited to try it so that I can share with other people. And again, I just ordered the 10 pack of lemon. I hope they didn't, so I know that the lemon is still there for 10 pack, but I don't know the other flavors. I thought I did, maybe I did. What was I going to say? Oh, another thing, when we try our products, we don't have to love every single thing that Beachbody creates, okay? I want to make that really clear. There's a difference in being authentic and real and bad-mouthing our company, right? So even if you don't like the flavor of mixed berry when you get it, or you don't like the Bev drink that we're going to talk about, or you don't love the MBF program, it's not totally up your alley, you can still talk about them. That's why they have the sample workout, so you can try it, say, maybe what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what you think, what type of person you think it would be for, those types of things. But we always have options for if we don't like something, we have another option. So maybe I try mixed berry and I'm like, oh, that's not my favorite. Lemon is still my all-time fave. I'll send you a sample if you want to try it, but lemon will be my forever fave. So we have a backup. Maybe MBF isn't your program, but you're like, but my favorite program was the work, or my favorite program was Lift 4. So regardless if you like that brand new thing, you have something else to offer them that you have experienced and you know about and you love. Okay, so that's the first announcement. This is what I'm most excited about. I'm not gonna lie. She looks freaking ripped. If you didn't see her in Clean Week, she was one that won on. She's a super trainer that won a reality TV show a couple years ago, and her first program was Clean Week, that is in our bod. We don't talk a whole lot about it anymore, but it's something that everybody can get free and do the full week, and they do different workout samples from other programs and things like that. This is her first full program. She was, obviously fit before, but she's freaking ripped. And so I'm like, I am all about this program. And I love, love, love that it is 3 weeks and then another 3 weeks. So you can see, and it's the same thing with 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme. You have a start date and an end date that don't feel like forever, right? It's a short time frame where you can see results. We know that you have to be consistent over time to see the real lasting effects and, long-term effects, but we know that you can feel better, you can look better, you can, act better in 3 weeks time when you're taking care of your nutrition and your health, right? And so I love, and I like to start people, if they've never done a Beachbody program, if they've never done it, I like to start them with the 21-day fix for that reason. It's a quick start and end date. They see the end, the end result. We can have, how did you feel at day 1? How did you feel at day 21? And then if they have great results and they feel super strong, they can move on to MBFA, or they can continue to do MBF multiple times. Very much like 21-day fix. I think, and I can't remember if it said they were 30 minutes or not. I can't remember how they said how long the workouts were going to be, but I do think it's going to be a program for anybody. I really do, beginners and intermediate and probably even advanced, especially the MBFA is this low impact. That I don't remember if I'm sure it's not low impact. I would assume not, but then again, it's to the music, so all the reps are on beat and things like that. So the only thing that I would think is, just like all our other high impact programs, you just take the impact out. But I don't know. I don't want to say, to modify, you would just take the impact out. But again, we haven't seen it and they haven't even filmed it yet. So that's going to be, like Carl said, it's going to be really interesting because he wants to film it with tons of people in a studio and we can't really do that right now. But you guys can raise your hand or say something, just because I keep going to the chat, and then keep in mind how you phrase not. Yes, thank you, Kisa. So another thing, and when we're talking about, and I was talking about, we don't have to love everything. We don't have to be super excited about everything. But when you're talking to your customers, or even in our tribe, we need to spin it in a positive way that it doesn't seem like we're bad mouthing Beachbody, the company. And anytime we're talking about negative, what I always heard, you always complain up. So if you have a beef with Beachbody, you have a beef with customer service, you have a beef with the product, you have a beef with you complain up. So you don't complain to your downline, you complain to your upline. So if that's me or somebody else on the team, you go up with your complaints, because of course we don't want to, or definitely not your customers, even if they're your friends, depending on, the relationship you have. I get frustrated with certain things that Beachbody does all the time, but that's the nature of a business and a humongous billion-dollar company. But I also know that all of the good outweighs the areas that frustrate me. And so always complain up if you have an issue, and really be careful of your language in our tribe and when you're on your stories and social media and things like that, because we're not going to love everything, but we also want to be mindful of how we're talking about things that we don't like, or maybe not talk about them. Like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. or those are private messages you're having with individuals, not as a group.
That's true about programs too.
Yes.
Like I hated Bar Blend, but I didn't really say that publicly, and obviously Kisa just loved it. Like, I've had people really, really love that, and so I just think that's an important thing.
And I just say it because, sorry, Lori, where are you going?
Oh, no, she had a question in the chat box. Go ahead, Kisa, and then I'll adjust.
Just because our tribe is several coaches with several different customers, if you phrase something in a negative in that group, you've already raised an objection for somebody else's customer that's like, you know what I mean? Like, so don't make it harder for your teammates to try and overcome an objection that may have not been there had you phrased it in a different way. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. And I did, and Laura, just to speak to you, I did publicly say I did not like Bar Blend. It just wasn't for me. And how I stopped halfway through. I was like, I felt like I gave it a good shot. 4 weeks, I didn't quit working out. So I phrased it like it wasn't fueling me the way I needed to, want to get up and be excited about working out. So I went back to a program that I loved. I do have a lot of guilt around not finishing it just because of the person I am. And so I know at some point I will go back and do weeks 4 to 8, just so I know that I've completed the program. But yeah, I do think that there's programs that aren't for us, or don't, fuel our fire, or have, like, that's why there's so many different kinds of programs. I cracked up when Keith was like, this is the best, I love, and I'm like, what? Like, I was shocked, and I was just like, no, but that's the beauty of what we do, is there's something literally for everyone. And a lot of people have been asking me, like, are you going to do a 10 rounds group? I'm like, no, because I push launches and different things and giving people information, but I don't always feel that that's the newest program is the best program for everybody to start with. I don't think 10 rounds is a good program for people to start with, unless they're they've been working out, or they just want a really big challenge. And I like the launches and I love new programs, but I'm not going to recommend that to every single person to, as a starter program, if that makes sense. So Lori,
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I won my mom and my sister over recommending Morning Meltdown 100 because it has modifiers in there and they don't work out. So they're getting back into it. And I know a lot of people do 21 Day Fix, but I personally loved that they had modifiers in Morning Meltdown 100 for people that are getting back into working out. And
Yep.
that's what kind of sold my mom and sister. They were like, okay.
Yep. And I love, and that's a good point. Cause, some programs like the Work obviously doesn't have a modifier. I don't think 10 rounds has they don't really have a modifier. He shows you modified moves, but there's not one person dedicated to be a modifier through that program. Same thing. 21 Day Fix does have a modifier, through 21 Day Fix. So that's awesome. Like you have to know your prospect, your customer, your friend, your family member, or whomever, and suggest a program based on that, not just what is the newest, shiniest thing. Okay. So Lori, if we have questions about the program, who do we direct those to? What do you mean? If you have questions about what program?
Well, kind of like the MBFA program. So somebody asked about the modifier. I went back through not modifier, but the intensity, if it was a low impact. And just looking at my notes, everything said it was high intensity, build muscle, burn
so you
fat.
go to the FAQ. So right here, you learn more at the FAQ 2090.
Okay.
So
Okay.
That's a great question. So anytime you have questions, I literally, and sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how to ask this in the FAQ, but somehow it always finds me the answer.
Okay.
FAQ is gold. I didn't use it for so long, and I was like, and everybody would be like quoting all these FAQs by heart. I'm like, what are you talking about? And now I literally use it 10 times a day to get all the information and remember all the little details and all the little things. And so any of this can be found in the FAQ. I'm like, what am I talking about? Okay. So, this, not gonna lie, I wasn't excited until Kisa told me I could put it in my vodka. And I was like, okay, now I'm on board. So, Beachbody has the beach bars. I'm trying to think what I'm talking. So a beach bar is another like craving, like a little snack, a little on the go something, and something to keep you from hitting, chips or other sugary snacks and things like that. So I think this is just another one of those type, I would say, because it's not an energy thing. It's just to suppress your appetite, or where did the chat box go? I saw two people message, but now I can't find the chat box. So
I'm sorry, doesn't it have green tea in it though? So it could be.
It says it is a tea supplement. So curb your cravings and support healthy weight loss. But I think it's gonna taste amazing, and I am excited. So Laura said this is great for 2B mindset because she recommends tea in the evenings, which is especially like after dinner, like the dinner and done. If you're a 2B mindsetter, or if you want to go snack after dinner and you're like, I don't need snacks, you can go drink this. I'm not a tea person. Like I won't go make hot tea. So this would be perfect for me. And I don't drink flavored drinks except unless they're in my cocktails, and stuff. So that's why this is gonna be perfect. So that's another great one. And again, you guys, you have to remember that why Beachbody is coming out with so many new products is because, once we have like the workouts and we have the nutrition plans and we have Shakeology, but once people are only on that, This is how we build volume. This is how we build lifelong customers. This is how we build lifelong reps of our not our company, but just like our mission to help people live happy and healthy lives through clean, I'm trying to think, clean and I don't know, healthy supplements, you know, like so they're building their supplement line so that we have it all. So so people aren't having to go and you get your protein powder from Costco, and then you go get your other thing from such and such, and then you go get your other thing. At some point we're gonna have we're gonna have it all. And I love that, because guess what? I get a discount on all of this stuff. I don't get a discount on anything else anywhere else. Hold on, there's another. Tea is a thing. Kelly, you have your priorities right. Okay, some people are stupid excited for tea, right? Okay, so I think there's one more. Oh. Okay, see, I get excited about all of this. So this is bomb. I don't know about you, but when the peppermint mocha was legit my favorite. I know, Casey, you didn't like it and you're crazy. But the peppermint mocha, I'm so sad that it's not a regular flavor. I would drink that every day, and I could drink it just with almond milk. This I am so excited for. Like, I don't drink coffee anymore. I don't go get drinks. I don't do any of that. So this is going to be like that extra special treat without feeling guilty, I think. And so I will be purchasing multiple boxes, because we don't know how often they're going to come out with these. And I want to be able to, you can put Bailey's in it. See, everything can have liquor in it. I can probably put vodka in that too. I mean, shoot, why not? But I'm not an alcoholic. People are gonna think actually, I'm not drinking tonight. I'm not drinking this whole week again. So anyway, maybe that's because I'm an alcoholic. I have to tell myself to stop drinking. That would be a great idea, Rebecca. We need to get you on the board to come out with a fun variety flavor pack with all these seasonal flavors. That's a great idea. But so these will be in boxes. All the seasonal flavors don't come in a bag. You get 14 packets, a box of 14 servings. You can buy multiple boxes. I think it's like 50 something with our just 56 or something with our coach discount. I will be buying some for myself as well as for samples. Sometimes I do giveaways with the box, because $74.95 is the full price for customers, and then for us it's obviously less expensive. It's also a really good way for people to try Shakeology, even if it's not a flavor that's consistent. For like, if they're not ready to make the $130 commitment, they can try it for $75, even though it's a better deal if you get the whole bag. But I'm just super excited about this. So any questions about the new product launches? There will be 50, thank you, Lori, 5621 for coaches. Any questions about the new launch items? As we get closer, obviously we'll be talking more about it. I will be promoting it on my stories, and we talk about it in our tribe. We'll be talking about it on our bod groups. It is vegan, which I love. So they've realized that when they do these seasonal flavors, they have to be vegan, or half of the network can't purchase them. Because, and not even just because people, like half of our network is vegan, because I'm sure that's not true, but people that don't do dairy, I mean, all these other things that they have to do vegan. I do all vegan shakes, all flavors that I do are vegan. So I love that. We're not leaving anybody out by having this be a whey product. And I think they taste just as good. So that's not till summer, but I mean, that's not that far away now. Any questions about the new product launches? I feel like I took too long on that, but I got really excited. Okay. So, which happens very easily. So, okay.
Hey, next, Kelly.
Yeah.
So I know she's not on the call, but since this is recorded, I think that, that huge shout out for Shakia being a doing a test for the new program coming out is super awesome. I saw that. I was so jealous, like everybody else. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool.
I know. So I do want to I'm going to talk about that and use her as an example of why it's super important to be a success starter. But thank you for reminding me, because I didn't have that down. What was I going to say? So yes, and I think it's going to, well, I'll just go there. I'll just go there now. I'll stop. I won't talk about bod groups right now, and I'll go there. What am I doing? Stop share. Okay. So what is super cool about Shakia's awesomeness is that because she did this, so what she did was, she's a success starter. And so they created a new program. They've always had success starters, and you had to earn Success Club within the first 3 months of your business. So from month 1, 2, and 3, you had to hit Success Club the first 3 months of your business to be a success starter. I missed it by 1 freaking point my first month. And so I never got the, Laura was a success starter, yay! I never got that title. I never, and a lot of people come into the business and they don't work it for a month. They're just come in for the discount, and they, which is fine. It's not a huge deal. But why it's so amazing now that they've changed it, for 2 reasons. So now as you come in to the business as a brand new coach, you only have to hit Success Club 3 months out of the first 6. So half of the time over your first 6 months. So you could hit it month 1, or maybe you don't hit it month 1 because you're just getting you start April 29th and you're like, how am I going to do that? Which is still possible, but it would be harder. Let's say you don't hit it the first month, and then you hit it second, third, maybe you miss it the 4th month, and then you hit it 5th month or something like that. As long as you hit Success Club 3 months out of the first 6, you earn the title of success starters. Okay. What that title means is that you get a free ticket to Summit, which is amazing. They're usually around 150 to 200, depending on where they are and how early you're purchasing. So that's a really good savings. Secondly, the added bonus, and this is huge for so many reasons, but when you hit Success Starters, you get an invitation to be a test group participant of a brand new program being launched. So Shakia, who is having an allergy attack, and is on the East Coast, so she's like, I gotta go to bed. She hit Success Club 10, not even Success Club 5, but Success Club 10 in her first 3 months as a business. Right out of the gate, 1, 2, 3, she hit Success Starters. So she gets to be a test group participant in MBF. Like, that's freaking amazing. Like, I cannot wait. Like, I'm like, and why it's cool for us as a whole team is because we have somebody that's like, somebody on our team did this, and we get to share that. We get to say, look at somebody on our team is in the test group. She can't share with us the secrets and the workouts. I know when you're in a test group, they give you certain things you can share, like little tidbits as they're going through the program and doing the workouts. They'll give them like, what you can say about it, or what, it's very strict. And so she'll be able to share that with us. And so we kind of have that inside track to a program that's not even created yet. And I think it's going to be very, very popular. I think this is going to be a very popular one. And so because of her, we have that leg up to be able to share that and have the inside, the insider's view of the brand new program and test group and how she's doing and stuff. And so, not trying to take away from her, her awesome success on that and like steal it for ourselves, but because she did that, we get to share in that. And so, as new coaches come in, and Deja, I know you're like, I don't know if you've read about Success Club yet and all that stuff, and that's kind of what we go over in that monthly Getting Started Right call. But once that's a possibility, a lot of people, that'll be a goal to hit, like a reason they want to go after hitting Success Club, even more than just hitting Success Club. Because I will tell you how many top coaches who were in test groups, that's how they blew up their business. Because when you're in a test group, you have to go all in. I mean, you don't have to, but if you don't, you're not going to use your results and your before and afters. I mean, it's strict. I mean, like, they're giving you a meal plan. They're giving, you're working out with them. You're doing all this stuff. You're having to update and your progress with corporate. You're in it. And if you are successful in that test group and you have results, you end up being part of the promos. You might be those, to see the before and afters from the test groups that we just got from 10 rounds, that could be Shakia. You know what I mean? That's huge marketing. Like that's huge marketing for your business. And she will get to share her journey, you know, in secret. Like she probably won't be able to share workout clips and things, but she'll get to share being a part of a test group for a program. And so anybody that has, that is like on my dream board, my fake dream board that I don't have in my head, that I want to be in a test group. Like I want to be in a new program test group. I don't know if that'll ever happen. I'm not a new coach anymore, so I don't know if I'll ever get that opportunity again. But then they do other things like top coaches. Shit, what dear 2020, none of this shit was on my vision board. Can you text that to me so I can share that? But it's huge for business. It is a huge business builder to say you are in a test group, you got these results, you had this, you know, I guarantee you're having one-on-ones with the trainer themselves, like one-on-one access to that trainer of that program during that time. It's a big deal. So super, super stoked for her and also a little jealous. That's what I wanted to say about Success Starter. So thank you. Because we do have a lot of new coaches and I want them to have this as a goal, you know, because like all of us, when we started, this wasn't the same opportunity, you know. What did Michelle say? So for Michelle asked if there's another way to be a part of a test group. So before this came out, I think they choose it by, they have contests throughout the year that sometimes that will be one of the prizes. I know top coaches, you know, they'll just go to the top coaches in the network and ask them. I know one of Ashley Molstad's the top coach, one of her coaches who's now elite also, Autumn Cheedock or whatever. I remember coming back from Summit one day and, or one year, we were on the same plane. She's from Portland, and I asked her something about coaching and that she was on Ashley's team. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love her, la la. And she was like, yeah, I was in the 80-day obsession test group with Emily Favre, who is been a top 10 coach for 3 years. That's when her business blew up from being in that 80-day test group. She was in the 80-day test group and hurt herself until she couldn't finish. She hurt her knee or did something so she couldn't finish, and she was so bummed. And she got to be in that test group because as a top coach, Ashley got to go hand pick her coaches who she wanted to join the test group. So once I get to be a top coach, I can help you guys get to the test group. No, I'm just kidding. So help me get to top coach. No, I'm just kidding. But I know that there are other ways. I just don't know how, besides being a Success Starter. So new people, get on it. Okay.
I was going to say, like Monica, who obviously is a founding coach, like she barely has ever been invited to be in a test group, and
right.
She was in one, but it's a very, very exclusive big deal. Like the fact that they changed Success Starters, when I saw that, like jaw dropped. Mm-hmm. I was like, holy, like, so any new coaches, this is a game changer for you.
Yeah. Okay, so BOD groups. For those, let me go back to my notes that I took today. So I'm not gonna lie, I was not super thrilled. Like I was like, I don't understand BOD groups, like another app or another thing, and like we love our tribe and da 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 da. And then I watched the training, and as I continued to watch it, I got more and more excited. Like I'm kind of in love with BOD groups. And so basically what it is it once it launches this Sunday, so this Sunday BOD groups are going to go live. I want to show you on my, so it's going to be from Beachbody On Demand. So you can go to beachbodyondemand.com and there's going to be a groups. It's not there yet because it's not live. So I can't, otherwise I would show you, I would share my screen. But it's there. They show you what it looks like and everything on the training. But on beachbodyondemand.com, if you're on a computer or laptop or whatever, however you log in, or the app, the Beachbody On Demand app, there's going to be on the bottom where you have all the things across the bottom, there's going to be in the center, it's going to be BOD groups. It's going to say BOD groups along the bottom. It's not there obviously right now. So basically what it is, it's like the My Challenge Tracker app, but it's not a separate app that you have to go to and track anything and check in with. It's on your app. It's on your Beachbody On Demand app. It's on your TV. So like if you were on your TV, you could go to that. I think, yeah, you could go to that. The bod groups, everything's in one place. Okay. Why it's really cool for coaches is because it has our website portal. Like you can go and you invite people from there. You can send share carts directly from bod groups, like from somebody. You can create a share cart right in the bod group. You can send it to them right from the bod groups. It looks very much like the My Challenge Tracker app. I think it looks better, but it's very similar. You can schedule all of your posts. It actually, and I don't know if My Challenge Tracker did this, but right now for our tribe, I purchased that monthly plan, and then we all go and upload the graphics in the posts and everything, which you can still do for bod groups. But if you didn't do that, or if you were gonna start your own group, your own bod group, and you were like, I always want to try my own thing or whatever, you can literally go to a post, like you go to create a post, you pick a program, you pick something, and it will pull up the whole challenge group guide for that program specifically. And you copy and paste it and post it in your bod group. You don't have to go out here to go to your coach office and then come back here and go into here. It's all there. All there. You can upload your own graphics. You can upload, they even have, like, when you create your first group, you can go in and you can name it whatever you want. They even have, so let's say you're going to do a morning meltdown group, right? You can go to all the morning meltdown graphics they have in there. You can pick one that you like. And with Jericho on it, for Morning Meltdown, you can actually put that as your group graphic. Like you could or you can upload your own. Like we have, the Fit for Life tribe, or if we have our other, cute ones that we create on Canva or whatever, you can upload your own and create your own. It is awesome. Like it is. I'm so excited. And why I'm excited, I was really set, because at first I was like, I don't want to lose our tribe. Like I love our tribe. We've created such great connections in there, and I love it, and I don't want to lose that. So we don't have to lose that. How I see this working for me in my business is I have hundreds and hundreds of customers, because I've been doing this for 6.5 years, and a lot of them are men, especially now with all the leads I've had so far this month, and it's only the 20th. I've had 38 leads this month, 38 leads from hitting Success Club and being at least an Emerald or higher coach. 38 free customers, and probably half of them are men. Okay. I don't speak to men when I'm on social media, when I'm on, when I'm reaching out to people, I'm connecting with women. So our tribe is just for women. So when I have these men, I feel really like, what do I do? How do it's not that I can't help men. I just don't have a space for them to feel like I can support them. And so now, this will be a place that I'm going to create a group when it launches on Sunday, and this is going to be for all of my customers. So I'm going to put out an email in MailChimp to all of my Beachbody customers that has an invite to my challenge group. Okay. And it's going to be an ongoing group, because again, it doesn't have to be like a start and end date. You can be an ongoing group in bod groups, just like our Fit Tribe. You can also have, if you want a 3-week group or a 4-week group or whatever, you can have a start and end date and do multiple groups. But I'm going to have one ongoing group that anybody can be a part of. It's an amazing place to track. Why I love the My Challenge Tracker app was because every day I knew I had to track my shake and I had to track my workout. And I could go in there and see not only that I did it, but everybody else that did it. So when a customer reached out to us, like, I don't know why I'm not getting results. And it's like, well, you haven't logged a workout in 8 weeks. I wonder why. You can see that there's information that's being given to you because there's that tracker. I'm trying to think, you can have,
really, if I saw it right, you can email all your customers from your back office directly through it. Like you don't need to go through MailChimp. It links directly to all your customers in your back office.
Yes, the only reason why I said I like to, because it would do it all at once.
Yeah.
That's why I do MailChimp.
That's an advantage too, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
The only thing that I saw that I thought was a drawback is that I don't think they've yet finished messaging behind the scenes. you can't private message a client on My Challenge Tracker like you can on Facebook Messenger. And so that is something to realize, but they do like populate in that person's email and phone number. So
Okay.
like that would be populated in for you, but it does seem like that piece the communication piece right now might be a little challenging.
Like a personal message. It would still probably have to be email if it was a customer that you didn't. Okay, got it.
And the other thing I would say is in your guys' tribe, because your tribe is so thriving, but you know, for people who are silent, like I'm sure you've got a lot of silent people in the tribe. This is a good thing for silent people because you'll know what's going on with them. And it's just really like empowering to be able to know what someone's actually doing. Because I've got a ton of people like that in my tribe. And then they'll like message me and they'll be like, yeah, I just finished like some program and lost 20 pounds. I'm like, what? Like you don't ever show up ever.
Yep. Yep. And because a lot of people, and I'm finding that especially with so much virtual stuff that we're doing, some people just aren't comfortable with that. That doesn't mean they're not being successful or they're not following a plan. I had a customer too. She doesn't show up in the tribe because she's not posting. A lot of people watch and they get inspired by I've had several people reach out and they're like, you have no idea how much the group inspires me seeing everybody's posts but they just don't. I'm just not a sharer, but it's keeping me going or getting me going again or whatever. And so I think that's huge, is that this still gives people a chance to feel like they're accomplishing something without having to be completely vulnerable, I guess, or take even that much more effort. The one thing I did
add too that this is an opportunity for your people that don't have Facebook, and I've heard great reviews from our last Fitbit of people loving the My Challenge and being able to track their workouts and their shakes. And I have one lady who's not on Facebook who was struggling to get into a workout routine because of that Fitbit and because of that My Challenge tracker app. She was like, I love this. I don't want this to stop because I'm worried that my workouts will stop. So,
well, it's still, because I don't track it every day now, but because I have it, it's like, you haven't logged anything today. You haven't logged. I'm like, well, I did stuff. I'm not logging it in my challenge tracker right now, because we're not in the Fitbit. But it does. It really helps people stay consistent and see where they're maybe need to take it up a notch. One thing that I will, and I know I used to say, don't worry about setting up your Beachbody websites. Nobody goes there anyway. Well, don't listen to me because now your Beachbody website in your back office is going to be connected to your BOD group. So if a brand new customer, and then I'll come to you, Rebecca. Or a lead. So you a lead gets assigned to you as their coach. They might go check out your website and be like, who is this chick that's emailing me? Or what is she all about? And when they go to your website, any group that you're running on BOD groups is going to be on your website page. So it'll say and then they can request to join that group right there. Like you may have sent them 85 emails, asking them to join or telling them about your group, but then they go check, I'm going to check her out first before I respond. They're going to see the groups that you're running right there on your website. So you definitely want to make sure that you have some information about yourself on those websites. Did we just lose somebody? Or just everybody just moved around? That was weird. Oh, Michelle left, or she ran away. So go through that training. It's 30 minutes. It's super quick. It's super easy. I didn't want to come on here and just regurgitate everything that he said. I wanted to pinpoint why I think it could benefit us individually and as a group. Oh, that was my last thing. And then I'm going to go to Rebecca. So there is a contest running for BOD groups. The most team, the team that gets the most people to create create BOD groups, their own BOD group, gets the top 5 get a private jet to Summit. Next summer, the top 100 5-star and above get $100 American Express gift card. And then I think it was it 400? How many was it below that? It was from Coach to Star Diamond. It was I can't remember how many gift cards they were giving away, but it was another it was 400. I don't remember. There's a contest. That's all I know. And it's another to give away $100 American Express gift cards. And so I highly encourage, whether we're trying to win this award or not, or contest or not, I highly encourage every single one of us to create a bod group. Okay. You can co-host bod groups. You can have co-admins and stuff. But why I'm telling you to do your own is because this is your chance to do whatever the fuck you want. Okay. With your business, with your challenge groups, it's a way to, if you want to have men in your groups, if you want to have, if you want to do a 3-week group versus an ongoing group, if you want to do something specific to a specific program and only focus on a program, this is your chance to do that with your customers, with your people. The Fit Tribe is not going away. Like I'm not going to say, hey, Fit Tribe, all my customers in Fit Tribe, come over to my other group. Now, if they want to, because of that tracking piece, and they want to do that, like I'm not going to say they can't. I don't want you guys to think that you can't continue to put people in the Fit Tribe. What we've created in there is so special. I do not want to lose that. And that was my fear of bod groups. But I'm looking at it now for more of people that, like for the male client that I have nowhere to put them and I don't know what to do with them. For those people that maybe don't want me as their coach, they don't want like that connection. Maybe they don't want to be in a tribe where we're talking about, husband, whatever we talk about in our tribe. That's not just fitness and nutrition related, those people, I want to have a space for them. Okay. And I think this is our, I don't know. Does anybody have anything to add? Laura, you were like shaking your head. Do you have anything to add on why benefiting having your own bod group?
No, but sorry, Rebecca.
Sorry.
I think I saw, and Kelly, you can confirm this. I think I saw though in one of the things that you can have multiple groups going, and I think maybe you can make a post that goes to multiple groups, which really empowers you. I think that when you get a group of people doing the same program, there is some mojo magic. And like if you do have like a morning meltdown group and a 10 rounds group, like you might actually find, it just depends on your style. But like I've been doing all program groups for a long time because it exhausts me. I can't physically do more. But if breaking it down is going to get people more success, then ultimately that's a really good thing, and it's something to really consider. So.
Well, and there's a lot of, like, I know a long time ago, people, there's like an insane ward and people that love Shaun T programs, or, like you get those people that are like-minded and into and maybe that doesn't mean they're going to only do those programs from here on out, but there's another commonality in a challenge group there. I mean, you could do twin moms. You could create a challenge group just for twin moms. You could create a challenge group for, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be even around a program. It can be around anything, but you have these other groups where these people are coming together.
Well, the other idea is you can start them together and then have a big ongoing group. Like start them small, then move them big. So.
Yep. So Rebecca, sorry, I she was so polite and raised her hand. I was like, you don't get anywhere being polite. No, just kidding.
I hate interrupting people.
I appreciate it.
But going back to tracking. So right now, so I've been excited about this since they announced it in January, because I've always wanted to do the challenge tracker, and nobody wanted to start an effing group because they hated it. So I did one. So that's why I honestly pushed for being a coach. Get tracking. And so I did it, but the one thing you can't do right now is you cannot link your bod to more than one challenge. With bod groups, you can link it to all of your challenges. So now when it says log your thing, it's going to show up in all your groups. It's going to say, which do you want it to go into? And then it's going to show every single, because like with Keith, the Fitbit, whatever the hell it was, I couldn't log my stuff in there, and I was like, damn it, I gotta write this all again.
I did.
You don't have to do that now.
Right.
And I'm excited about that.
I
And
did see that because when I was discussing, see, I just interrupted you. I'm a bitch. So I was discussing, I was like, oh, I really want people to do multiple groups, but I don't want to have to be in a million different groups or have to post. So you have to go post in a million different groups and all this stuff. But I was like, and then when I was going through the training, it was like, oh shit, if you're running 5 groups, you go to post, it goes to all of them. You can choose which ones you want it to go to.
right.
And I was like, mind blown. Okay, I'm in.
And it helped one of my you talked about silent people. One of my silent girls was struggling and she was a 2 to 3 day a week. Now she's up to 5 days and she won my challenge.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't even know it because she linked it to the group. So it was just automatically she just like, yeah, post. And then she thought the thing was done. I go, you all wanted it to keep going. So I did it to the end of the year. She's like, oh, and I checked in with her 2 weeks ago. And she's like, oh no, I'm still working out. I'm doing 80-day obsession and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, yay. So this is huge.
No,
I
I am
change our businesses big time.
I'm super excited. I was thinking we should do like a BOD group setup party. Or at least
That'd be fun.
It goes live so that if people have questions, we just kind of work like a power hour, but we're setting up our BOD groups. That was just an idea that came to mind.
Okay, thank you. I feel better.
What was that?
Oh, thank you. I feel better now.
Because you got to share it. You're like, I got to share this.
I got it out.
I love it. I love it. So my what I'm gonna do, again, this is not what everybody has to do, but so Sunday when it launches, I am going, so next Sunday 26th it launches live. So that's when the first time you can go in, you can create your own BOD group, you can play around with it, create your first challenge. I am going to market that my first challenge on my BOD group is going to start the first Monday of May. I think it's like the 3rd or something. What is that? The 4th. So Monday, May 4th, I am going to, what? You guys are having secret.
May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Oh, I know. I was like.
I know, I was laughing at Ariel because I saw her. She like popped up.
I was thinking, this is how bad I am. My uncle he's like, if you, oh shoot. Never mind. It's for the 4th of July, not Cinco de Mayo. Is if you go forth on the 4th with the 5th, you may not go forth on the 5th.
Cinco de Mayo is May 5th, and May 4th is May the 4th be with
I
you,
know.
right?
But I was thinking Cinco de Mayo was the one with the thinking thing that I just said, and then I realized it doesn't work, and so it's July 4th. Never mind. Okay.
Today is 420.
I know, today is 420, and I'm totally not high, so there. I do think it's funny that pot shops are essential. Just saying.
They are essential.
I mean, I'm not. No, it's just funny that in today's times that is considered essential. I'm not having any. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So we talked about BOD groups. The next thing that I wanted to talk about. Any questions about BOD groups? The link to the BOD group training is underneath the Super Saturday training that's still in our page. And it's a recording, so you could watch it in 4 languages if you want. I started the Spanish version today, and I was like, oh, that's not the right one. So it's in our team page. So no questions about BOD groups. Okay.
The only thing I will say is that I couldn't get on, and Kelly had to tell me.
Like, I can't get on. I'm like, it's a recording.
It was an online training.
But it took me a second too. Don't worry.
Okay.
I was like, what is happening? So the new coach pods. This is an idea that I came up with. Not like I didn't come up with it, but I decided that I think we should do it because we are growing, and I want to have massive success for not only ourselves but for our new coaches when they start, especially right now because everything is so uncertain, and people are want to have something that they can focus on and that they can encourage and help other people and also earn an income doing it. And so I want to set our new coaches up for success, and how I feel like we can do that is by creating coach pods. So what does that mean? What is a new coach pod? A new coach pod is, so we're going to start the first one this April. So all of our brand new coaches that have signed in April, and if you had some that signed in March, even January and February, I don't care, because we haven't done it yet. We are going to create a pod for them, or I'm going to create a pod for those new coaches. Okay. What a pod is just a chat of Facebook Messenger chat. Okay. Like we did for the Push to Emerald and the Push to Diamond groups. That is what a pod is. So we'll have an April Team Fit to Love April new coach pod. Okay. Then we'll have an May new Team Fit to Love coach pod, and then a June, and then a July, and then a August, because we are going to blow the F up, and we're going to be having so many coaches join us that we are going to need to have a separate pod every single month. Okay. So it's kind of like each month is going to be their own little class. So these new coaches are going to work together to challenge each other, to work towards goals, to get to know each other, because they're all in the same playing field. How overwhelming was it when you became a brand new coach and you showed up on these team calls and everybody's talking about all these terms and all this stuff and saying all these things, and you're like, what is happening? I want to go and cry in a hole. But when you're a brand new coach and you have all these new coaches that are at the same place as you, you feel a sense of camaraderie, I hope. I mean, that's the hope, that you feel connected to them. You don't feel like you're behind the 8 ball because you don't know everything yet. I still don't, and I've been doing it for 6.5 years. But it's better. I remember being that brand new coach feeling like an idiot when I would go and I'd be like, I don't know but you'd be afraid to ask questions because you don't want to look stupid. Whatever that fear is, we want to take that away so that these people can be successful, that our brand new coaches can be successful and be successful together. So basically how the pods are going to work, there's not going to be a whole lot of, like, there's not going to be like homework or assignments that I'm going to create, or that any of our like uplines are going to create for them. It's just there for them to it's like a smaller group within our big group where they can connect and work together. Okay. Does that make sense to everybody? So my new coaches that have signed up this month, Kisa's new coaches, if Casey, and again, this is active working coaches, where it might get a little, you can ask your preferred members if they want to be in this group, because again, what we're asking our new coaches to do is take care of themselves. Their first job is to commit to a program, start taking their supplements, start sharing their journey. And so this little pod can also be a place for that. It's also a place to talk about you getting your first customer. Maybe somebody responds back to, they respond back to an invite and you're like, I'm stumped. What do I say? Or how do I keep this conversation moving? You can share that conversation, that little pod. You can also do that on our team page. We do that all the time. Don't get me wrong. But again, it's just another place to feel connected to a smaller group of people. And then we'll do the same thing in May. So all May new coaches will go into, stop messaging each other privately, you jerks. I can tell. I know what's happening. Laura and Kisa. Yeah, I know. See? That's how good I am. So then we'll have one for May. We'll have one. So each month as we're bringing, so anybody that brings on a new coach will be putting their coach into this pod. Okay. Does that make sense? Why is Mark Nelson going live about tornadoes? Where do you guys go? Shoot. Okay. I'm sweating again. I always get really hot when I do these calls in here. I'm trying to think if there's anything I wanted to say about new coach pods. So once I get off this, like I'm going to be starting the April one, even though it's the end of April, you're still going to all be in the same pod. And then you'll stay in that pod. You're not going to leave that pod unless you want to. You'll have to remove yourself, but you're not going to be added to the May pod. You're going to sit. That's your little group of, that's your little home, is that April pod. Okay. Any questions about new coach pods? It's just another way for our new coaches to feel connected and not feel overwhelmed and go, challenge each other. Doesn't mean we're all not still part of one big team and all that thing. It's just to break it down into smaller little teams. Okay.
And I think it would help push other coaches to see, you know what I mean? Like when you're in those tiny groups and you start seeing success, it helps to motivate you, and you can share what's successful and what's not working, or what, you know what I mean? And you're all on the same playing field. So you've all started at the same point. So I think it'll actually be a huge plus for new coaches to be able start to build that connection and then share. And when they see other new coaches having success, then that fires you up. I don't know, it fires me up when I see other people, and it makes me up my game a little more. So
for sure, which is again why we created those Push to Emerald and Push to Diamond, because it's like seeing Rebecca every day pop up. I'm doing that. I'm like, ooh, look at you, and I know I don't have to pretend that that's not boosting other people, getting them wanting to do stuff. I know that.
Because I have no one else to tell.
But that's exactly it, though. That's exactly it. If you want to share what you're doing and why it's working, and that you feel proud of yourself. Absolutely. Oh, we lost somebody again.
Lori. No?
Oh, Laura. Anyway, so no questions about Coach Pods? Okay. And then last thing, sorry, I know this is taking, I talk too much. The last thing is really, and I want you guys to go back and watch the National Wake Up Call this morning. It was awesome. So this chick, give you the little tidbits. She was an Advocare rep. She didn't say, but I knew exactly which company. She was an Advocare rep for 4.5 years. She's a part-time educator. And when Advocare went under and they got rid of all their distributors, she lost all of her income that she had built to be able to stay at home half-time with her kids. And she had been following her Beachbody coach for 2 years, but never got involved, and so she finally reached out to her when she was like, I'm either gonna have to go back to work full-time or find something else to do. And so she reached out. She started in November. Okay, so November of 2019. So not awesome months for Beachbody coaches, I'm not gonna lie. The fall is a hard time. So November and December, people are, the holidays, people are spending money on Christmas. She signed 100 coaches in 2 months. Not customers, coaches. 100 coaches in 2 months. She's already 1-star diamond. She's now 6 months in the business. She's 1-star diamond coach. I don't know how many coaches she has now. She what did she say? She had like 30 people in her first challenge group that she signed, and then like, I don't know, it's crazy. But why I tell you this, and she has some really awesome nuggets for how she got people to be coaches. She called it a friend bonus. And when she would talk to people about the programs, she would be like, well, do you know anybody that would want to do it with you? Like when she said, she's going to start a new program. She wants people to join her for accountability. And then people say, sure, I'll do it. Or what's it all about? She'd ask them if they knew anybody that would want to do it with her. And she was like, well, if you become a coach, you're going to get a friend bonus right off the bat, like by bringing a friend on with you. You're going to make $50 if they buy, they essentially buy the same thing that you did. And she didn't say it like that, but, and so she called it a friend bonus. And by bringing in your friends or your family, they were making money. So right off the bat, not only did she get a coach signed up, but that coach that she signed up had success by bringing somebody along with them, and they were already earning their investment back. And so what I can tell just by her signing 100 coaches in 2 months is that she is leading with the business. And if she's not leading with the business, she is using that friend bonus as, hey, you're going to do this challenge group with me. Why not bring a friend along, or 1 or 2 friends, and make some money while you're doing it? And that's huge, because we know that the retention of coaches, and I think I've said this before, if they can find success quickly, and that doesn't mean like, huge amounts of money in like the first 2 months, but like if they get that first sale, that first challenge pack sale, that first customer, that first person that they get to help right away or right off the bat, they are going to feel so much more connected to it, and they're going to want to stick around to continue that feeling, that high of helping people, right, Deja? And I mean, and that's what we want. We want to help people. And so, and what she said, and I always say, it's just like, why anybody could benefit from what we have to offer, from the health side of it, the financial, the mental, mental state part of it, the community, all of that comes with it by being a part of, whether it's our team or our tribe, all of that is possible. And so why would we not want to share that with other people and make sure that they realize this opportunity? And so I really, especially right now, when you lead with the coaching opportunity, you always have the challenge group or the challenge group or the boot camp to fall back on. but you can't go the other direction. Like, hey, you want to join my boot camp? And they're like, no, I don't think so. And you're like, hey, you want to join my business? It's like, you can't really like, so, but you can start with saying, hey, I don't know. And you can use that language that Kisa got from Josh Coates. That really worked for me. You know, hey, I don't know if this is something you'd be interested in at all right now. You know, but times are really weird, you know, whatever. I can't remember the exact language. And just asking them if they'd be interested in hearing about your business. And then they say yes, you tell them about, you know, what you have to offer. If they say no, then you're like, okay, well, I'm also starting this accountability group just to stay active and healthy while we're stuck at home. Would you like to hear about that? And they might be, oh yeah, sure. I'd like to hear about that, you know? So I am doing a coach webinar weekly now. I am, whether it's with other coaches or just by myself. This week I'm doing one on my own on Thursday night. Again, anybody can invite people to come to that. And I'll share that in our team page. But I'm really focusing on the business aspect and what it's done for me, as well as what it's done for other people. Like, you know, I had coach share with me that this is her biggest week she's ever had. I am already having my biggest month this year. I'll wait to see if it's my biggest month ever after the month is over. But we're in the middle of a pandemic, you guys, and we are having our biggest weeks. And I don't mean that I hate talking about money, and I hate talking, you know, but we have something that people need. We have something that people need, whether it's extra finances, connection, health, fitness, you know, whatever it is, we have something that people need. And they realize it now, being stuck at home, and they're trying to get, whether they're trying to get the connection, they're trying to get the extra money, they're trying to get the fitness. They are seeking that out. What was the numbers? It was like 45,000 challenge packs have been sold in April alone. That was on Saturday when we did the Super Saturday. 45,000 challenge packs in April, and it's not even, the month isn't even over yet. So when we say people don't have the money, or they don't have, you know, like, people are finding the money, they're finding the investment in themselves, they're figuring it out. 10,000 coaches signed up in was it a day? Was there 10,000 a day or a week or something? Which, and then people get scared, and when they have that scarcity mindset, go, well, that's so many new coaches, and how am I going to be successful in this? There were 91 diamond rank ups last week. So people are still finding, that's like unheard of. Like, I think they said there was normally like 50 in a week, maybe. There were 91, almost doubled, you know. 750,000 people streamed a workout in one day. The norm was 250,000. I mean, that's insane, like insane. And so with that being said, we know that we can invite people with the confidence that they are going to benefit from what we're doing and what we're helping them do. I didn't have the confidence for a long time because I didn't have the confidence in myself. And now, not only do I have the confidence in myself, but I have the confidence in the company that I work for, in the people that I surround myself with. I know that we can do this. My husband's asking me what time's dinner. Is that what your husband's doing, Kisa? When are you going to be done? Yep. So I do want to get off because I talk too much. So I just want to reiterate that we always want to be talking about the coaching opportunity, even if it's just for the discount. If they're going to join you, why would they not want to save money? So any questions? Yes, we offer hope. We definitely offer hope. Any questions about anything that I said tonight? It was a lot.
No, but I do have a question.
Okay.
It's about Instagram, and when we get people that like our things, but when you click on them to try to respond to them and give them a message or whatever, you have to follow them, and I don't always want to follow them. You can't.
You have to though. That's the only way you can, I mean, you don't have to follow them, but that's the only way that you're going to be able to see if it's somebody that you want to connect with and that you want to create a relationship with. And then if you follow them and they accept it, that means it's a private account, so that they have to accept your follow. And if they accept your follow and you're like, oh, that's not the person that I thought it was, or don't want to connect, you just unfollow.
Okay.
Lori, you can also message them, but if you are not following them, it drops into
You're as a request.
other mailbox, and like I get messages in my other mailbox that I don't.
Oh,
like, I just got one that was like 3 weeks old, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So you can request, and keep in mind that sometimes those are the ones that you do want to follow. Take a look at their profile picture. If they don't have a profile picture, I would not follow. If they have
this
zero
says follow
posts,
back, it doesn't even give you the option for a message. So I do the message, the ones that says message, but like this person is private and it only says follow back. So I'd
so
have to
that means that person is following you. Okay, so that means that person is one, following you if it says follow back.
Okay.
And 2, if they have 0 posts, I'm inclined not to follow them. And also, if they don't have not a Facebook, if they don't have a picture of themselves, I don't follow back. And I'll take a look at the picture and be like, hey, is that lady somebody like I would want to connect with? Yeah, sure. And then if she allows me to join, and then I look in and I'm like, oh, totally not my avatar, then you can always unfollow most of the time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Still learning this stuff.
It's always changing.
It's always changing. That yes, we're always learning. We're always learning. Okay, so last thing, and then I'm totally done. So Kisa is also going to. She shared with me that she's going to open up her calendar like I do. Is it Acuity? I forget what it's called.
I don't know. I got to figure it out.
The same service that I use where you can go in and schedule calls. And so she's going to create a calendar for her personally sponsored coaches and for anybody that just like I work with anybody that wants to work with me. She said right now she's willing to do the same thing. So if you want to, and I said, well, maybe people don't want to work with me and they'd rather work with you. So, that's all good. And sometimes it's just nice to have a different perspective. That's why, and we're just opening ourselves up to anybody. So she wanted me to share that she's going to create that and put her link. She'll put her link in the announcements as well as mine. So I think I'm done. I need to stop talking. Look at my cheeks are getting all red. This is like, why do I get so hot? Shoot. And see, now we never got a picture with Rebecca. And then now the other 2 are gone.
You could Photoshop Rebecca in. You're good at graphics.
Can I do that?
I don't know.
Just crop my
You
face.
could just put like a little emoji for Rebecca's face.
I'll put emoji for Rebecca.
Take this picture, crop my little spot, and put it in the other one with Canva or whatever collage thing.
A lot of freaking work. Jeez.
Okay.
You know that you can
send me the picture, Kelly, and I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Let me smile first. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, make sure it's a perfect picture for you, and the rest of us are gonna look like crap. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Whoops, I had to open it.
Oh, Lord. 1, 2, 3. Wait, you're not smiling. There.
I can only hold my eyes open for so long.
You didn't all have to smile.
I was taking the picture. I want you to send me the original picture you took.
What? No, I know.
Send me the original that you took at 6.
Yeah.
Do we have another person that's awesome at graphics in here? Is that you, Rebecca?
I have a lot of graphic stuff.
Oh,
I used to do newsletters for Pampered Chef and stuff like that. I'm gonna do a tutorial of how to create the new coach graphic and the Emerald graphic, because I don't know what French did, but why it should be super simple and easy, and it's not for everybody to do it. So I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to do that, because I know I've figured it out how to do it. It's annoying, but I can do it. It looks awesome when it's done right. So I'm gonna do a tutorial on that so that everybody can create their own graphics and they don't have to wait on me because I forget, and I don't really want to have to do them all. I mean, I will, but because like Kisa did it and it looked horrible. I'm like, just let me do it. It's horrible, and I'm a perfectionist, and it's representing my team, and or our team, and I'm just
really
like,
glad, but I really didn't care. But Kelly was
I was like, just give it to me, I'll do it. That's the control freak in me. So I will do a tutorial about that. I am going to do a tutorial on MailChimp if people want to learn how to use that system. It's awesome. It's free. And so I'm going to do that. I have all these things I want to do, and it's just somehow the hours go and I don't know where they went. But definitely the graphic thing is going to be the first one because that's quick and easy. So I love you guys. Obviously reach out if you need anything. Keep being awesome. We are just blowing up, and I know what I need from all of you is just so I don't miss any new coaches. Can everybody message me the names of their new coaches and stuff for the pods and it could be April, March, whatever. Any new coaches, we're gonna just put them all in the new April one.
Facebook Messenger or like texting you?
Either way.
Okay.
Is this just for ladies or ladies and gents?
Oh.
Do you have male coaches?
Well, not yet, but I'd like to open it up at some point to have, if we do these pods, is that an option?
I don't
see
why
an issue
not?
with that.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
I think the reason Fit Tribe is more of women is because I think women, we're taking pictures of sweaty selfies and whatever. It's more.
I wonder, Kelly, if you do your men's coaching group in your bod groups, would you, and if we had somebody, maybe you can make one of us, make us an admin to add our male coaches to that?
I'm not doing a male coaching group. I'm just doing a challenge.
Just the messenger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I
guess we can figure that out as it grows.
Totally. And the other thing too, when you do have male coaches sign up, I would definitely want to put you in touch with men coaches, because I feel bad. Like I would of course invite a man to come on our team calls, but I also feel like they'd be like, what? It's a bunch of women,
Well, and I think last time you said you put them on the coach network, the
yes.
Dave's group, right?
Yes. Yeah. And like I would, set him up for like Chris Reed and Dave to work with, stuff like that.
Okay.
But because I want to have because just because I don't coach men doesn't mean that other people aren't going to in our organization. So,
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Good. Great question. Okay, ladies, I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful night. Bye.